Watch Entertainment Circle every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on Comcast 49 with host Sheyla Paz. Meet the artists from country, pop, Latino, and classical, all in one fast-paced entertainment show. Join us on movie sets, in the recording studios with artists, and behind the scenes as they make their music videos. Join us at the Oscars, the ACAs, the CMA award shows, and many more. Entertainment Circle, Saturday 11 o'clock a.m., Comcast 49. Saturday at 11 o'clock, Comcast 49. Tune in!
Hello, this is Susie Orvac. You're watching Entertainment Circle, so don't go anywhere.
Susie Orvac has an amazing story about losing her mother and you know, coping with things at such a young age. And now she's coming with her album. That is wonderful. You have to go support her. Susie Orvac tiene una historia maravillosa, bueno, no maravillosa, pero un poco triste porque perdió a su mamá a los 16 años, pero ahora está con su nuevo álbum y usted puede ir a apoyarla comprando su disco. Y ahora continuamos con el mejor organista del mundo. Cameron Carperter is here in the house. Well, we went there. What? We are here at the fantastic Nashville Symphony with one of the greatest organists I have ever seen in my life.
Thank you.
Cameron Carperter, how are you?
Good, thank you.
How you been? How did you get into organ playing?
Well, I saw a picture of somebody playing an organ when I was very young, when I was 4. Mm-hmm. And I never had an idea of the organ as a church instrument at all, because this was not in a church. It was a picture of a cinema organist accompanying a silent movie in the 20s. And it was such a glamorous looking thing. And that sense of glamour and of event stayed with me. And now it you know, influenced me as a tiny child. And so now that's still very powerful for me.
That is interesting that you look at it like it was a glamorous thing. You wouldn't think it would be organ glamour kind of instrument.
Yeah, well, of course not. But I mean, it had to do with the way the guy playing it was dressed.
Oh, I see.
And also the instrument was ornately carved, and so it really seemed like something out of the ordinary.
Well, this looks like something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it is.
It looks amazing. How do you play around with this? Like, I mean, I see your shoes. It looks like you're ready to dance, but you are like dancing on the pedals.
Yeah, you might say that. I have been a dancer before, and so I have a lot of dance training. Yeah, I mean, every organ is different, and that's one of the great problems with the pipe organ, is that every instrument is of course, not only different, but doesn't move, and that's something I'm planning to change.
So you are the one moving?
Yeah, of course.
I meant moving on the stage, on the, you know. So what is the future endeavors for you? You are here in Nashville, and then where are you going to?
I'm going tomorrow night to Charlotte, and then to New York, and then Munich, and Stuttgart, and Nuremberg, and Moscow. And I've come from, well, for instance, LA, San Francisco, Hong Kong, and so on and so on. So I'm constantly traveling to perform. But my #1 ambition, and the biggest project I'm working on now, is to develop a touring organ, an organ that I will travel with, which will defeat all of the problems of the pipe organ, because however wonderful this pipe organ is, and so many of the instruments are, I don't have a personal relationship with it, you see, like a violinist would have.
Okay.
And that's what I really want most in life. So I'm developing that, a kind of digital organ which will travel in a truck with me and then be loaded onto the stage.
So you would have to actually put the organ together wherever you go?
Exactly, that's the idea.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, very.
Very interesting. I would like to go see that concert. I would like to do like a behind the scene. Like a behind the scene, how do they put this great thing together?
Yeah, but it's not like this. It's not with pipes. It's with speakers. Because that's to me the key.
Even more interesting.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I'm glad you agree. Because you see, pipes to me are a kind of anachronism.
Okay.
They're a fantastic source of sound and of inspiration, but they're not a solution for commercial traveling music. They're not a source for you know, playing in many different venues night after night. It's not possible with a pipe organ, of course.
No.
And most venues don't have pipe organs.
So I like that, entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we have to find a problem and solve
and fix it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that I've found one.
Okay. So do we have any problem right here that we need to fix?
You have nothing wrong with this, but it doesn't change the fact that this is an instrument with which I have absolutely no personal connection at all.
Oh, I see.
Imagine giving a violinist Or for instance, last night, Olga Kern, who played here with her own Yamaha piano right on this stage. She brought her own piano, because even for a pianist, a piano is a different enough instrument. Imagine an organ.
Yeah.
It's really ridiculous. But you would never dream of handing Olga Kern or a violinist, for instance, a violin 8 hours before a concert and say, have fun. You know, it's an outrage, really.
Yeah, that's true. So when you play, do you play this like you would play a piano, because it has the black
There
and
are
white?
similarities, and in fact, it's an astute question, because I often arrange music from the piano, music of Liszt or Chopin, whomever, for the organ. But there are similarities, but it's fundamentally very different.
Okay. So you have the pedals, black and white keys.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think they are maybe third cousins.
Yes, of course, but more subtle is the idea that in playing the instrument here, it's more abstract. It's in a way almost like playing time, because any sound will remain as long as you hold it.
Okay.
Unlike the piano, which dies away. So you have to control a sort of sonic framework, but over the passage of time, too, in a way that you don't have with other instruments.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So, wow, you now let me thinking really deep into this piano organ thing.
Good luck, yeah. Try.
Yeah. So where do you find inspiration to write music for the organ?
Oh, well, that's a different matter. Sometimes ideas simply drop into my head like this. But also, it's from a wish to have a deeper connection with my instrument, really. And when I'm playing music that I myself have written, I can feel that connection more deeply. And in a way, sometimes I think that's a substitute for being essentially a homeless musician, because I play different organs, you know, from place to place.
Well, let's hope that you can find the home soon.
I hope so, yeah. It should happen in about a year. Hopefully we'll unveil it in 2012, and then I'm really hoping to bring that organ here to Nashville.
Well, I was hoping that you make this your home.
Well, you can have it both ways, but at the moment my home is in Germany, which is a long way from Music City.
Okay, well, you're always welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here with us, and have a great time on the road.
Okay, thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We continue with more Entertainment Circle.